I guess this works. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, honestly. Hi everybody, my name is Lily. Welcome back to my channel. I have not posted in a very long time, which you may or may not have seen, but I am back. I'm here with knitting content this time and maybe some just daily life things. This weekend is the Frederick Fiber Festival, which I'm very excited about, Frederick, Maryland, and I hopefully will be attending on Sunday. Good thing I did some Googling and figured out actually this Fiber Festival is only a Saturday event, so I will be attending Saturday. The reason I am so excited is because it's finally becoming fall around the DMV, and I have my beautiful Olga sweater, which I hope will be blocked and dried by then. You may or may not have noticed that this sweater also has quite a few loose ends that need to be woven in or chopped off. And so I will show you guys the process of blocking it and everything like that afterwards. But I want to also just show you some whips and things that I have been doing since the last time we talked. The next whip I wanted to show you is my first DPN sock, which I am so happy with. This yarn is really, really gorgeous. It is actually, God, it's so scary pulling it out because like this side's already been pushed out from the tagging in there. Like, very stressful, very stressful. Okay, this yarn was Miss Babs Yummy 2-ply fingering yarn. It's 100% superwash merino wool and absolutely just gorgeous yarn. I bought it for $32. I bought it for $32 at Fiberspace, which is in Arlington, Virginia. Alexandria. I'm not gonna lie, as a DC person, I don't know a lot of Virginia, and I think I always confuse them. It's either Alexandria or Arlington. I'm gonna guess Alexandria. I am just following the Crazy Sock Ladies YouTube video tutorial on how to do these socks. I've already done one pair of socks, which, let me just grab them very quickly because they're so cute. These are the other socks that I made. This was actually the first ever pair of socks that I made, which is, not to toot my own horn, but pretty impressive in my opinion. It was also my first ever cabled knit project, so I overall felt very proud of these socks. They fit a little snugly, but I think that they're so cute. But the whole point of this is that these socks were actually made using the magic loop, which I low-key prefer, but that's okay. I think DPNs are actually really fun. I just have this issue where I often drop the needle. I just be dropping it. Like if I'm in public, it just be rolling around. In the car, almost fell in the crack next to my seat, but it's okay. It's okay. The next thing I wanted to show you guys is actually this really cute project bag. I got it from the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival, and it is just absolutely so cute. It holds so much. It's technically sweater size quantity. Sweater size? I don't know. It fits hella. I'm also trying to locate the name of the person who made this. It was from Twisted Yarn and Fibers Bags and Notions. And again, just absolutely a gorgeous project bag. It's so big, and honestly, I think it could fit 2 sweaters, maybe 5. Right now I have in it some roving, which I actually got from the Polymorph Dye Studios. This is spinning up into some gorgeous yarn. I'm using my Bosworth drop spindle for it, and I'm really happy with my spinning progress. My spinning progress is going well, but I've kind of pressed the brakes with that one right now because I have just gotten super into knitting my DPN socks. My DPN socks are a gift for my aunt, and I'm hoping to have them done for her by Christmas because I'm a bad niece and I don't see her very often. And when I mean not very often, I mean I almost only see her for Christmas. This is some more roving that you may or may not have seen in the last video. This is roving from Loop Fiber Studios. It's a bullseye bump. The colorway is Smokescreen. I bought it for $57 for 6 ounces. If I could go back, I would get a different color. This is kind of really boring roving in my opinion. I'm not sure. It is just like dark colors, and if I'm gonna be real with you, I would have preferred a much more bright autumny fun colors. I actually have some yarn which has already been spun up with that, so let me grab that for you. This is the yarn I spun up with the Polymorph Dye Studios roving. This was my first time actually plying yarn, and it was my first time working with this. It's just merino roving, but it turned out okay. The yarn is pretty fluffy and lost a lot of its twist, possibly. I also don't really feel like I'm a confident enough or knowledgeable enough spinner to really speak upon how my yarn looks, except for the fact that I think it looks really pretty. It has not been washed yet. I actually plan to wash this within like the next 10 minutes because I am going to weave in my end of my Olga sweater, and I'm going to block and wash both my yarn as well as my sweater. With this yarn, I have no idea what I'm doing with spinning as of right now. I do have the goal in the future to be able to make a sweater or make a garment at least out of the yarn that I spun up myself. But if you can't tell, this hank is flippin' tiny, and I don't think it would really yield me much. One of my goals with my hand spun yarn is to be able to make a garment with it at some point. I don't believe that there's enough in here, but I do think what I'm going to do with this hank is make a little swatch to see kind of the drape and how it goes. I have never washed my yarn and hung it to dry like people say you should, but I am going to do that after I show you the rest of my whips. Don't worry, there's only one more. But I am going to show you how this turns out afterwards, and also a little bit of the washing and drying process. And we'll get to experience it together because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, honestly. This is my last project I want to show you. It is a free pattern that I found online. I believe it's called the Free Pixie Baby Blanket. I'll put the name right here. The first few times I tried to do it, I got maybe like 30 rows in and realized that I have actually been reading the wrong pattern. I was reading a pattern for a bonnet, and I'm just so silly goofy because I don't know how I didn't realize that this truly wasn't making this shape 30 rows in, but I figured it out now. Also, here's a mistake that I didn't. I'm still like a beginner knitter in some ways, and in other ways I don't think I am. But like for instance here, where I just stuck my finger through, I had an issue because I dropped a yarn over. I dropped multiple yarn overs from rows down, and I had no idea how to fix it. So people won't notice except for me, and when you really look through the back and I stick my finger through it. But I think it's really cute. I did have the plan originally to gift it to a little newborn baby that my family and I know. But I decided to not do that because, one, like, the yarn that I chose to use is Junction Fiber Mill Roots Light, I believe. And that is just not really baby friendly. It is made up of a lot of wool, and it just was not super washed. And I was just thinking, like, what newborn baby parents would want to have to wash and block a baby blanket, or hand wash just in general, and then leave to dry when your house is probably already a mess. What I decided to do is gift this to my grandparents, who just recently moved to a retirement community. And I feel like just having this would be a nice addition to their new home and hopefully brighten their spirits, as this will be the first gift knit that I've ever given them, because I am bad at gift knitting. Every time I gift knit things, I want to keep them for myself. But this blanket is gotta go. I believe that's all for right now. I am going to now sew in some ends, block, wash, do all those cool things, and you'll see it in 2 seconds. Okay, normally when I'm going through my ends, there's never this many. Normally when I'm going through my ends, I actually just cut them off as I'm going, and I think that's what I need to do because I feel like I'm making no progress right now, and it's annoying the fuck out of me. It's time to do some chopping.
So much fun. So essentially I spent about 10 to 12 days getting
Oh my god. Okay, I do unfortunately have to go to a meeting for school. But I am, thank God, almost done. If you couldn't tell by my facial expressions, weaving in ends, not my favorite. Not my favorite. Okay, everybody, it's the next day. I did not honestly have time between my school meeting afterwards to block this just because it got dark. It's getting winter here and it's just so terrible, and just the sun sets way too early now. So it is bright and early. It's 10:45 on a Friday. Need this to be dry by Sunday morning. Fingers crossed. It's freezing outside. Wonder if that will help the drying process. Not sure. I'm gonna block this. Gonna wash my yarn. Come along. Let's have some fun. Hi everybody, it's the day after the Frederick Fiber Festival. I had a ton of fun. The sweater ended up actually blocking out and being dry by the time that I needed it to be, so that was super exciting. Here is a video of me wearing it. Okay. With that being said, my yarn also dried. Hopefully I'm giving you guys a better clip than the last time because that was trash. The yarn is really gorgeous. It definitely grew. It's still super fluffy. I am going to make a little swatch with this, and my goal possibly with this is to just, at some point, maybe I'll make like a little swatch blanket of my hand spun. But even though it's not exactly yarn, I think it's gorgeous. I have another update with my sock. The sock is done. I fucked up though because I didn't realize, well, I kind of did realize, but just didn't want to fix it. I accidentally had my stitches on the wrong, like configured wrong. So if you see like the heel and the foot don't completely line up, like the heel is a little bit to the left because I didn't want to fix it. But you know, it is what it is. This is going to be a gift knit to my aunt, so hopefully she doesn't notice too bad. Like you can definitely tell when it's laying out that it's not correct, but it's okay. I'm very proud of it despite my errors. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be coming out with a video of just kind of vlog style of cleaning my room because this shit is a mess. Alrighty, bye.